Red pill YouTubers are ruining your life. They're actively making you more feminine, weaker, and they are absolutely stealing your power away from you as a man. And by the end of this video, I am gonna red pill you on the red pill, and you will never have to listen to another terrible, god-awful red pill podcast.
I got you stuck off the realness. We be the infamous, you heard of us. Official Queensbridge murderers. Tomorrow comes equipped for warfare. Beware of my crime family who got enough shots to share for all those who want to profile and pose. Rock you in your face, stab your
These
brain.
microphones, single-handedly the thing most responsible for the downfall of civilization. And because just talking about the red pill is just gross and so unsophisticated and low IQ, I want to spark up a cigarillo because we're sophisticated. We need to bring some class to the discussion around dating, around women, because relationships and dating are one of the most beautiful and special things that you can experience. And the red pill has psyoped you and brainwashed you into thinking that women are something to be afraid of. You are 100% always in control of your life, your decisions, and your outcomes. That is your superpower. And if you find yourself afraid, playing defensively, playing not to lose rather than playing to win, then you found yourself in an absolutely fucked position. The first and most debilitating way that the red pill is ruining your life is because it is actively making you more feminine. Think about it. All of these red pill podcasts are feminine as fuck. It's literally reality TV.
It's not what you said though, that's fine.
Because I'd be gay if I had sex with a biological man.
That's not gay.
That's gay.
Yeah. The reason these podcasts have gotten so popular is because the entire business model is predicated on drama and entertainment. They're selling you the Kardashians for men under the guise of self-improvement, under the guise of understanding women. How's this for understanding? If you take a bunch of dumb 19 and 20-year-old girls who are drunk and ask them for their solutions and opinions on society's problems, what kind of answers are you expecting? Do you need to watch a 3-hour-long podcast to let you know that perhaps asking 19-year-olds what their opinions are while they're drunk on a Friday night isn't really going to produce a healthier, productive conversation? The entire business model is predicated on making you worse off as a man. Think about it. Why do you think they bring on OnlyFans girls, porn stars? And why do these OnlyFans girls agree to come on these podcasts? Because it's profitable for both parties. The OnlyFans girls come on the podcast knowing that there's a large percentage of this subscriber base that is going to hate watch and hate pay and hate subscribe to their OnlyFans and jerk off to their news. So as much as these guys espouse that they're trying to help men and make them better off, they bring on OnlyFans girls, they bring on porn stars, they bring on dumb 19-year-old girls and debate them when they're drunk on a Friday night because it allows them to create a circle jerk of a community to confirm your negative beliefs around women. And if you sit down as a man and you honestly watch these podcasts and you think that this is representative of women or female nature or how women are in the real world, then you are absolutely delusional. How is this making you better as a man? How is consuming drama and entertainment, which is the most feminine thing you can do, how is it getting you more dates? When was the last time on one of these podcasts they actually sat down and said, hey dude, if you want to get more matches on dates, you should use a bio like this. You should take photos like this. You should fix this. You should use this specific opening line. They never do any of that. The reason they talk about theory and philosophy and the abstract is because they have no real world practical dating experience. Because people who have healthy, positive experiences in relationships with women are not this resentful, not this combative towards women. And perhaps the most toxic part about this for you watching these videos is that it models terrible behavior for your interactions with women. If you go on and you see the supposed experts being combative, debating women, arguing with them, kicking them out. If you see these experts doing it, it makes you, the viewer at home, believe, oh, well, this is the type of behavior that's going to make me alpha. This is the type of behavior that's going to make women like me. But all it does is make you an overly combative, sensitive, resentful dickhead around women. Just think about it. Dating is supposed to be fun. Dating is supposed to be the cherry on top to an already amazing life. Does being resentful, combative, debate-like, does that really sound like a fun and pleasant experience for a woman? Do you really think a girl sits around thinking, oh, I'd love a guy to argue with me and be combative with me and get aggressive with me for no reason? It's kind of ridiculous when you really stop to think about it, that this is the behavior that these experts, so-called experts, are modeling for you. The red pill has just turned into another form of politics, another form of us versus them, my team versus their team, men versus women. That's all it is. It's just politics. Why do you think these debates that they have is so popular? These debates are the most fruitless, pointless wastes of time. How are these debates with women getting you more dates? How are they getting you into a happy, healthy relationship with a woman who is going to enhance your life and make your life better? If you've ever met a guy who's actually charismatic, who actually knows what he's doing around women, you would know that real charisma is subtle and unspoken. It's not over the top, it's not combative, it's not argumentative. Because at the end of the day, when a girl gets off work, when she goes back home, when she has to get ready to go meet a guy that she doesn't even know yet, do you really think she wants a guy who's gonna be argumentative? She wants a guy who's gonna understand her, who's gonna listen, who's gonna be playful, who's going to make her day better. And based on the behavior you see with these men on these podcasts and the way they treat women, do you really believe that when they go out to meet a woman, that they're actively making their lives better? Because if you're actually outside touching grass in the real world, you would know that the most charismatic guys are not the loudest people in the room. They're not the ones drawing attention to themselves, and they're not the ones picking fights with people, showing that they have a double-digit social IQ. Why would you continuously watch and expose yourself to ineffective, stupid behavior around women if your goal is to try and get better, if your goal is to build healthy relationships with women? The things you expose yourself to become your reality, and they become your belief system. If you are exposing yourself to dumb bimbos, girls who are just low quality, partying 4 nights a week, getting drunk, arguing with people on podcasts, then that is going to become your reality. You are going to go out and look for it in the world, and when you see it, boom, you know what? Those guys were right. The red pill guys were right. This is how women are. But when was the last time you actually had a terrible negative experience like you see on these podcasts from the wholesome yoga chick you approached at Whole Foods, or the girl you met at work, or the girl you approached at the gym? When was the last time you had experiences that were actually like this? And the reason these podcasts are so popular is because most guys nowadays just aren't having any real experiences with women. They've cucked themselves into believing that women in relationships are not worth it. The thing that men have fought tons of wars over, have provided for their entire evolutionary existence, it's just not worth it. I'm just gonna focus on myself, bro. Of course you can focus on yourself, but do you mean to tell me you don't have 2 hours a week to go on a date with a pretty girl, to go out and put yourself out there, to approach the cashier, to approach the girl at the gym? You're already at the gym, you might as well approach her, to approach the girl at the coffee shop in between you making your order. And the reason this movement got so popular is because men were inside, stuck. They couldn't go out, they couldn't interact, they couldn't meet girls in person. So what were they doing? They were inside watching this bizarro world reality on these podcasts that were never designed to make men better. They were only designed to make men click. The irony is that so many of these guys who find the red pill have the same story. A girl mistreated me, I had a negative experience with a girl, and that made me discover the truth about female nature, the way women really are. And this reactionary, defensive mindset, this need to protect yourself from women at all times, and this refusal to take risk, to get rejected, to look stupid, this defense mechanism is very, very feminine. It's honestly a super pussy-ass excuse because you're too afraid to go out and expose yourself to what you really want. Because when you like a girl, when you put yourself out there, sometimes you're gonna get rejected. Sometimes you're gonna like a girl, but things just aren't gonna work out through no fault of your own. And if you're afraid, if you're actively shielding yourself from these experiences, you're engaging in very feminine behavior. And that feminine behavior is not only making your life worse, it's also making your chances with women worse. Because she already got a pussy. She doesn't need a new one. I recently had a client come to me for coaching. He's a big red pill guy. He had been coached by one of these red pill guys before in the past and watching lots of these red pill videos. And this guy, I shit you not, was afraid to DM girls on Instagram. He said, I have a cool Instagram profile, me on private jets, me in helicopters, me driving my G-Wagon, but I've never DM'd a girl first. I have these girls who follow me, who like my photos, like my stories, but I've never DM'd them. I said, why have you never DM'd these girls? His response was, I don't like the idea of giving my power away. I don't like the idea of messaging them first and them thinking, oh, I like them, and oh, I'm in a position of power now, and them rejecting me. I don't like that idea. His self-image and his ego was so fragile that he couldn't even put himself out there and risk rejection. He was a man living in fear, and a man living in fear is not a man at all. And this just goes to show how circular and inverted this bullshit red pill ideology is when taken to the extreme. Are there risks associated with women? Of course, you pick the wrong woman, you marry the wrong woman, there goes half of all your net worth. Are there risks associated with anything in life? Of course. In business, I've had business partners screw me out of over $500,000. I've had bad business deals. I've had risks from boxing. I box every day. I got a fucking concussion, hurt my neck, cracked my ribs a bunch of times. But anything worth doing is going to carry risks. Does that mean when I'm in the boxing gym, I walk around in a fucking armored suit so I never get hurt? No. It means I work on my defense. It means I sharpen my offense. It means I focus on the fundamentals. It means I keep my situational awareness up so that I'm in the best position to defend at all times while also being effective at getting what I want. Because I got screwed out of $500,000, do I never partner with anyone again? Do I only work for myself? No, I partner with more people than ever. But now I use that experience and I know moving forward, here's how I'm going to protect myself. Am I actively thinking, oh no, I can't let this happen again? No, of course not, because I'm not a little bitch. And that's what most of these repressed red pill guys sound like. Resentful, combative, and most of all, afraid. How's that for a red pill?